Hello everyone. Today I will be reviewing something. I am reviewing this. This is the Sanyo SCP 7000. It came out in December of 2006, which is just a little bit before the iPhone, so it's not like this phone really had very much of a chance. As far as I know, this little faceplate here comes in black, red, and blue. This is a Canadian version, you can see by saying Bell there. But in America, I'm pretty sure this would be Sprint. So, looking at the phone itself, the top of it, you can see there is a speaker for speakerphone. There is an antenna, which you can tell how old this phone is with that. You can see the Sanyo logo there. You have this faceplate, which, as I already said, comes in black, blue, or red. Then you have the light here, which I think it's a charging light, and Bell or Sprint. So on the side here, you have nothing. You can see it is quite thick. On the back, it has a removable faceplate, so you can take out the battery, which you cannot do anymore on most phones. If you look here at the front of the phone, there's this thing that pops out, and you have a charging port, and I believe this is for a SIM card. On the other side here, you have a volume rocker, a button which takes you to contacts, and a headset port. This is the inside here. So as you can see, we have normal number pad. There's no proper keyboard, so you'd have to type as you would on old-fashioned phones. Right here is a 4 centimeter screen, so it's pretty small by today's standards. Right here is a speaker for when you're making calls. Right here is a microphone for, again, when you're making calls. Here you have a D-pad and a center button for navigating. 2 multi-purpose buttons, a web button, and a back button, speaker button, talk, and end button. Okay, so we are now going to boot up. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first boot up the phone. It would look a little bit different if you had a SIM card, but I do not have one. I turned off the light so you can see the screen a bit better. Okay, so you press the center button on the D-pad like I was talking about, which is right here. And also you can see that the number pad lights up, which is nice for dark occasions. So on the front screen, we have voice services, messaging, tools, contacts, call history, settings, calendar, my content, and web. So we're going to go for all the programs and show you what you can do. So voice services, there's 3 options: voice memo, screen call, and voice dial. So this is, all that voice type of stuff. So for messaging here, you have send text, picture message, text messages, web alerts, and voicemail. There is still information from whoever owned this phone before, so I'm not going to go for this stuff. Tools is here. You have an alarm clock. So in alarm clock, you can set an alarm time here, and then you can say if you want it to repeat the next day. Right here is calculator. It works by just typing a number on the touchpad and then choosing plus, minus, times, and divide. So it's not like scientific or anything. So I'll just do divide 5. And you can see the answer is 115. So next is stopwatch. This is pretty self-explanatory. You can just have a stopwatch here. And then you can also lap. You can keep doing that, lap time. And then world clock, which I can't do because I don't have a SIM card. Next is settings. Here we have sounds, display, internet, 10.4, location, roaming, messaging, security, others, phone info. In sounds, you can have your ringer/key volume, ringer type, alerts, receiver volume, application volume, and others where you have all this stuff. Next is display, where you can choose your backlight, greeting, font size, background, which comes with marine blue, peach pink, and just high contrast, so black and white. So I have the contrast as highest, but it can go all the way down to lowest. But for the purpose of this video, I'll have the highest. Animation, incoming calls, and standby display, and main menu, where you can choose between grid view and list view. And you have turn to idle, sleep mode, and that's it. For internet, you can turn on net guard or turn it off. 10.4, you have enable, disable, list update, sounds, speakerphone, default view, floor display, 10.4 guard, and help. For location, you can, there's some stuff like GPS where you'd need this on. Roaming is just, roaming. Messages, you have, you can control notifications, canned messages, send callback, signature, drafts alert, and push options. For security, you can turn on a password for your phone so people don't go snooping for your phone. And others, you have airplane mode, text entry, any key answer, auto answer, open, close, flip, abbreviated dial, headset mode, which you can turn on and off, TTY, side key guard on or off, set time date, and language. And for phone info, you can see phone info, which I'm not going to go through. Next is call history, which you can see outgoing, incoming, missed, and history, and erase history altogether. And for contacts, you can find and add entries, speed dial numbers, my phone number, and services. You can also go to calendar, where you have to set the time and date, and you can go for a calendar, so I'll just say okay. And yeah, it's just a normal calendar. Next is my contact. You have games, ringers, screensavers, and applications. So there is 2 games, Block Breaker and Midnight Pool, so we're gonna go for them. Okay, so small bar on 5th Street, illegal block breaker games. Your reputation here, none gifts found. I've never seen you around before, kid. Stop hanging around my bar. The block breaker tables are in the back. Okay, so I see it's like a kind of block breaker type game. It's pretty hard to control. I guess this is not a phone for games. And for the next game, which is Midnight Pool, I don't have the full version, so just do the demo. So I'm just playing against a computer because I have no one else to play with. Think you can stack up? You think you can stack up to a player? Okay, I'm not sure exactly how you play this game. Oh, okay, that's pretty low power. Okay, I'm pretty bad at this game. Anyway, next up is ringers. So you can just get new ringers, but I'm not connected to internet, so I can't. Next is screensavers. There's free screensavers here. There's this one, this one, and this one of a Mercedes car. And last is applications. There's this random application I can't get working. And last is web. But again, I'm not connected to a SIM card, so I can't really use it. And even if I had a SIM card, it probably wouldn't really work. So that is the phone. Oh, by the way, this is what the back screen looks like when it's illuminated. But that was the Sanyo SCP 7000. For its time, it was pretty good, I guess, but I wouldn't want to use it as my main phone today. And just a few months later, the iPhone was made, so that probably kind of ruined anyone actually buying this phone, unless they just want like a cheap little throwaway phone to use. Yeah, so I'll give it about maybe a 3 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe, like, and comment, well, if you want to, of course. And that's it. Bye.